All right, guys, how's it going? So I have reviewed today's Spanish football dailies for you, the print media, Marca, AS and Sport. I review them every day of the week. I like to show you what is in the papers and what isn't in the papers because, you know, some of the journalists in England, that clique of Liverpool journalists will have you believe that Trent's in the papers every day with Real Madrid. And that's not been the case, has it, guys? Recently, it's increased somewhat, right? The last week, for obvious reasons. But I like to, keep you informed, and you can judge for yourself whether you think it's extensive reporting or not, right? So yeah, I even make videos to say there's nothing in the papers so that you can see there's nothing in them. There is something today. There's a little bit about Trent. It's by this journalist, Jose Felix Diaz. He is the one journal that I pay attention to regarding Real Madrid matters. And he's put together like an opinion piece. It's on the back page of Marca, actually. This is the chap there, up at the top there. And obviously you know who these gentlemen are here. Basically, resiste como punto de partida, which is resisting as a starting point. And I'm going to go through this article. Bear in mind, it is translated. I have lived in Spain 17 years. I'm not fluent. I'm all right. I do need a bit of help sometimes. Resist as a starting point basically is the general theme. The tactic was to hold out until January. Done. Now the agreements can be officially sealed. Alexander-Arnold and Davies have played their part perfectly. If you remember, it was this journalist that said that Real Madrid had said to Alexander-Arnold and Davies, don't renew, drag it out as long as you can. If there's an opportunity, an opening for you, at our club, we will come in for you, but we can't do that if you renew your contracts. That's basically what he claimed was said in the summer to both of these players. Both of these players have dragged out their contract negotiations. Whether you believe it's because they're waiting for Real Madrid or not, you know, only you can form an opinion on that. I think they have both done that personally. So let's see what he's got to say. He says they are two unrelated situations and deals, but both have ended up exactly where Real Madrid wanted them to be now that 2025 has begun. Both Alexander-Arnold and Alphonso Davies have taken their contractual obligations to the point the Madrid club asked of them when first approaching two of the world's most sought-after fullbacks, dream signings that could be definitively tied down in the coming days, fully above board as they enter the final 6 months of their contracts. Real Madrid's message to Davies last July was very clear. There was no room for negotiation with Bayern, and they were unwilling to get involved in a renewal game. They were blunt. This is Real Madrid to Davies in the summer. You have to do an Mbappe. In other words, hold out and wait until the contract expires, or at least until the moment Real Madrid could legally act, which has now arrived, January the 1st, obviously. The Canadian has complied, and his move for the next season remains on track. No backing out, though there has certainly been a poker game of bluffs and timing. All of this is aimed at securing a major player on a free or nearly free transfer. Now, with regards to Trent Alexander-Arnold, what we're interested in, although some of you might be interested in Davies because some of you think that we have a chance of signing him, I don't think that at all. A matter of urgency is the headline, if you like, or the sub headline to do with Trent. It says, with the English fullback, the outlook seemed pretty straightforward at the start of the season. Initial contacts with his camp were all positive. It was enough to keep the flame alive, the interest alive, so nothing would fall apart. Carvajal's injury turned out what had been an objective into an urgent priority. In other words, the intention was to wait until the summer, but they'd like to get him in January, which we've seen. We know this is true. This guy's been spot on, and he's merely just pointing that out. So because of the injury to Carvajal, an objective, an intention became an urgent priority. For this reason, the club's directors made moves in recent weeks. With the players' approval, with Trent's approval, they reached out to Liverpool owners in search of a deal for January. This is one of the first things I said when Real Madrid came in was there's no way in a million years that have done that if they haven't been told to do it. Like by Trent and his representation, you don't bid for a player, you don't move for a player unless you've already been given the green light. Do you know what I mean? Because what's the point? You just fucking, do you know what I mean? Anyway, that barrier has already been broken, and although the parties currently deny any possibility of a transfer, It's simply a matter of time. This includes Liverpool. No, he's not for sale. We want him until the end of the, to the end of the season. The vibe in Spain, what we've seen over the different publications here, whether you choose to believe them or not is up to you, right? I'm just a messenger. Is that in Spain they believe Liverpool are willing to sell Trent in January, despite we're being told, aren't we, that that's not the case. Liverpool want to retain him. They want him for to push for the Champions League and the Premier League and. X amount of pounds, yeah, it might be very nice rather than lose him on a free, but, there's still value to the squad. Having him in the team, is a better option, what they could win. You know that, right? You don't need me to explain it to you. We've seen Paul Joyce at the Times, who is obviously, in the eyes of some, I'm going to be careful what I say, but in the eyes of some people, they think that he's literally briefed by Edwards, as to what he can and can't say. I am certainly of the opinion that if you see something from Paul Joyce, that is Michael Edwards basically speaking. Paul Joyce is not going to publish something unless he's being given the go-ahead to do so. And what I would say to you is always with Joyce and David Ornstein as well, they're the only two Liverpool journalists you ever need to listen to, right? Especially with Joyce, though, if you see something from either of those two, but especially Joyce, always say to yourself, why am I reading this? Like, who does this benefit? Who wants this out? Who wants this out there? Always, please, always read the article and think, who did that benefit? Because whoever is, responsible for it, they want it out there. So why, right? Always remember that, please. Although the parties, including, Liverpool, it doesn't mention Liverpool, but it says, although the parties currently deny any possibility of a transfer, it's simply a matter of time. There's still the winter transfer window to find a meeting point. So this journalist, he believes that there could still be a deal brokered in January for Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is Marca, pro-Real Madrid newspaper. You've got to be aware of that. This is Perez, basically the saying in Spain that Perez writes this newspaper himself. In other words, he tells them what to print. AS, the other one, which is also, a Real Madrid, pro-Real Madrid newspaper, if you like, they also say that Liverpool are willing to sell. And Liverpool, Real Madrid had gone in with an offer, and Liverpool has said, no, we're not interested in that, we want this, and Real Madrid are willing to go to this, blah, 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 the usual things you'd expect during, trying to negotiate a transfer fee. And also, which is interesting, is Sport. Now, Sport is the Catalan newspaper. That's the pro-Barcelona. They don't give a fuck what Real Madrid are doing. They're not going to help Real Madrid. They're also on the same page as well. So the general vibe in Spain is they think Liverpool would be willing to do business in January, but it sounds like Real Madrid are like, nah, we'll wait till the summer. We're willing to give you a bit of money, but we're not going to break the bank. I don't think we've heard the end of this. I can see something else coming in from Real Madrid before the end of the month. I don't know what you guys think. Please let me know in the comment section. It continues. In any case, the players' decisions validate Real Madrid's strategic plan. Regardless of how things end, the impression the club conveys is one of seriousness to the outside world, something that attracts players and earns the respect of other teams who already know the allure of the Whites. So the article, if you like, is basically saying that Davies and Trent Alexander-Arnold were asked to sit tight and wait to see if an opportunity presented itself. Both players agreed to that. Both players have done that. Real Madrid are now trying to make things happen. Liverpool can say that there's no chance that anything could happen this month, but the media here, which is obviously the vibe from Real Madrid, is that they think they would sell Trent. They think that they've been given indications from Anfield that they would sell him in January, even though we're being told they wouldn't. I don't know whether you believe that or not. I don't know, right? I don't know. You don't know what to believe, do you? Because there's also this, we often talk about, Marca, which is really Real Madrid, if you like, and Perez unsettling players and stuff. I'm not really sure that this could, that Trent needs unsettling. You know what I mean? I think we all know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. One thing I will say though is I thought that the coverage in the Spanish press last week changed somewhat from adamantly, this is going to happen to should happen, and it made me wonder if there was something, like maybe not going to plan somewhere in the background, but that's purely speculative. Well, maybe not going to plan in the background is the fact that maybe Real Madrid thought they were going to get Trent in January, but it's not happening at the moment, so maybe that is what's not going to plan in the background. Okay, so all I'm doing is telling you what's been written in Spain. I don't believe it. I don't believe just what they print, the same as I don't just believe what Paul Joyce prints. Do you know what I mean? So we absorb this information, we digest it, and we form our opinions, and we see what happens. People talking about big contract offers for Trent. I don't think this is about money for Trent. I really don't. It becomes about money for Trent if he doesn't get the move to Real Madrid, because then he'll want to get the best out of Liverpool. I personally think he would probably get a better salary, more lucrative salary at Liverpool. I don't think that Real Madrid will just pay him what he wants. And that seems to be what a lot of people seem to think, that Real Madrid is just going to spend fortunes on this player. I don't think so. There would be a signing on fee, obviously, if it happened in the summer. But no, I reckon Liverpool, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool's financial package, excluding a signing on fee, if you like, salary is more than what Real Madrid would offer, I think. I don't know. But that's me speculating, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. That's all there is in the press today. I will say this. Yesterday I uploaded a video and said, put a couple of the headlines in from the Spanish media. And in the title of the video, I said the latest headlines from Spain. And some numpty said it's clickbait. In the fucking title of the video, it said latest headlines from Spain. Read the fucking title of the video, right, before running your mouth. I don't know what the title of this video will be. I haven't even thought about it yet. But I always try and word them properly. And I certainly don't need to or don't want to clickbait the lovely people that watch my videos and support me. All right? So, I can't be doing with people like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, if you appreciate this video, guys, please thumbs up the video. If you've got a comment on all of this, our opinions are changing all the time and we're allowed to do that. By all means, do drop me a comment. And if you want to buy me a coffee, or coffee, as we call it around here, you can hit the super thanks button. I'll be back in the cafe on Tuesday, doing these paper reviews for you. Obviously, today I can't go to the cafe. It's always closed on a Sunday. Tomorrow is Three Kings Day in Spain, which is why the tree's still up. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that in this video. The tree's still up because Three Kings Day in Spain is when the kids get all the presents. It's bigger than Christmas Day here, if you like. So, we do it all again tomorrow in Spain. So, got that. But, cafe will be back open again on Tuesday. So I'll be in the cafe on Tuesday morning reviewing these papers for you. All right, guys. My girlfriend was here from Boxing Day. She went home yesterday. I've got stacks of things to talk to you about. And I'll be, full steam ahead with that tomorrow. There's lots of things that I haven't had the time to discuss with you. I've had stuff from the 4th of December, I think, in my inbox to do with Darwin Núñez. I think we've seen some of that speculation come out. There's stuff to do with Endo. There's stuff to do with Gomez at Wolves, Chiesa. Wolves apparently have expressed an interest in Chiesa. I won't go into Chiesa's situation. I think I've gone over that enough, to be honest with you. There is an email as well to do with these contracts and Klopp and FSG. I have got a lot of stuff that I need to talk to you about, and I'll be doing that with you all week, all being well. All right, so it might be a holiday here tomorrow, Christmas Day again, if you like, but I will be here with you as normal tomorrow. We will do a live stream tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the evening, UK time, and maybe we'll do one in the afternoon at 1 o'clock as well, but I have got stacks of stuff to do for you. All right, guys. So I hope you appreciate the video. I'm just trying to tell you what's out here. Like I say, I don't just believe what these guys are saying. You know what I mean? But I just think it's interesting to see if it lines up with what the message is from Liverpool. I don't know. Do you think Liverpool would sell Trent in January? I can imagine the owners, saying, "Well, we're going to lose this player for nothing, but we can get 20-25 million now." Them take it. We've got contracts to pay. Throw in Ben Doak if they let him go for 20-25 million. Liverpool want 30 apparently, and that's quite a substantial amount of money for contract renewals. Obviously, the value is on retaining Trent for the push on these different competitions. But it's whether Liverpool think there'd be a distraction there, whether he's going to be as committed. If he gets injured between January and the summer, he doesn't get his dream move, possibly, especially if it's a serious injury, and he might never get that opportunity again. So is a player fully focused, fully committed? Be interesting to see what his performances are like now as we continue this month. All right, guys, I'll shoot off. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll speak to you real soon.